Indigo Soul StarSeed Live. Namaste, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. Sorry, the batteries ran out and I wasn't even aware because I didn't know the camera turned off. So, as I was talking about channeling, now there's voice channeling. When you think of channeling, you might think first of a voice channeling in which you attune to the spiritual world and allow a spirit guide, your higher self or an ascended master to speak through you. Using your vocal cords, this is one type of channeling, but it's certainly not the only way it can be done. You can channel by doing automatic writing using a pen, a typewriter or a computer, or allowing guidance to bring forth information through your hands. You can tune into the spirit and channel images. You can channel telepathically in thoughts rather than vocally. You can receive poetry or sounds. Spirit can paint or write music through you. All these forms and many more can be learned and developed with practice. I recommend that you find a psychic development or channeling class in which you can practice with other people rather than on your own. You can begin to try out various forms of channeling and practice. These are skills that you practice and you'll get better with time. This is where I got to on the previous video. Let me just check that it's still recording. Yep, we are indeed. Hello, Princess. Kitty's just come in. Hello. So, psychological channeling. There are two levels of channeling. You can channel on a psychological level or on a spiritual level. When you are channeling psychologically, you are channeling subconscious parts of yourself. For example, you can channel specific sub-personalities of your subconscious mind. You can channel your emotional body. You can channel your mental body or even your physical body. You can channel your inner child or inner parent. The list is endless. You might try doing it in journal writing. It's a form of role playing. Just pretend that you are leaving the conscious mind state and becoming a particular part of yourself. Hello. Let that write. Where are we? Just pretend you're leaving the conscious mind state and becoming a part of yourself. Let that part write in your journal. Then go back to the conscious mind state and respond to it. The kind of dialogue is a form of channeling. Now, the second level of channeling is called spiritual channeling, in which you attempt to channel a higher source of information. Can you see Kitty? I'm giving her cuddles as we talk. You coming up? You coming up? Come on. Come on. Oh. Come here, darling. Come here, darling. Kitty, kitty. There. Look, say hello. This is Princess, the familiar that lives with me. Isn't she beautiful? Right, where are we? Come on then, Kitty, let's do teaching. Woo! So spiritual channeling. So you attempt to channel this high source of information. You can attempt to channel your spirit guides, your oversoul, your monad, ascended masters. Princess, what are you doing? Come on, darling. Come out, because you can hurt yourself. You can channel angels, nature spirits, ETs. The one warning I give you is this. Jesus said, in my Father's house there's many mansions. What he meant in this parable is there's many dimensions of reality, and not all of them are great, are nice. When you are channeling spiritual guidance, I would highly recommend channeling only your own oversoul or monad or beings or ascended spiritual masters. People who fool around with Ouija boards and lower psychic arts often begin contacting lower astral entities. I would recommend channeling only beings from the monadic, logic or higher planes and of consciousness in terms of their evolution. Astral plane entities, are not likely to have much more knowledge than you have. Just because a spiritual entity is on the other side does not mean it has evolved, or it does not mean it's kind either. You might be talking to your aunt who's just died. She didn't believe in spiritual things and she still doesn't now. I'm suggesting that you skip the physical, astral, mental, buddhic and atmic planes and attune to the 6th and 7th dimensions of reality and higher, which are the monadic and logical planes of the ascended masters. When you're about to begin channeling, all you have to do is make a request, say something like this. I now attune myself to the spiritual dimensions of reality, of which the ascended masters dwell, and I ask to speak to, for example, Jesus. And I do not accept any guidance except from the planes of the Ascended Masters. It doesn't really matter how you say it. The foundation and formation of your request is what will protect you. If you set your intent and attunement, as I have said, then that is all that can come in. If you ever hear a voice or receive guidance that is in any way feels unloving or authorian, you can ask with whom you are speaking. The entity will have to tell the truth. If you feel that your radio receiver, your mind, has attuned to a lower vibration, just dismiss the connection, say some prayers and do some clearing, and be firmer and more focused in your attunement. Praying, spiritual reading, or chanting God's name, that's a good thing, before you start can help you attune until it becomes a natural habit. In fact, it's always good to clear and attune yourself to the highest before beginning any channeling endeavour, or beginning your day even, for that matter. I start my day the other day with 50 times. My God, what a difference it made to my day. Let me just check we're still recording, brothers and sisters. Yeah, because I did a lot of work and it had run out, so we're nearly finished now. I'm going to give you, this is a prayer of protection for when you're channeling. So you intend that you want to channel, and this is what you do. The following is a prayer of protection you can use before channeling or any time of the day you need it. Beloved presence of God, my monad, my soul, and the beloved Ascended Masters, I ask to be clothed in a robe of light composed of the love, wisdom, and power of God, not only for my protection, but so that all who see it or come into contact with it will be drawn to God and healed. The actual process of channeling is easy. Step 1. Begin by saying the soul mantra of Dual Kul, an Ascended Master. I am the soul, I am the light divine, I am love, I am will, I am fixed design. Now imagine a tube of light extending from the top of your head, from your crown chakra, all the way up to the highest spiritual dimension of reality. Even though you might be imagining the tube for the first time in your life, the tube has been there all along. We have a tube that connects us from source, down through our chakras, right down into the earth. And that is how we ascend, descend, and integrate all into earth. Step 2, imagine a clockwise spiral coming down the tube from the spiritual plane, moving through the tube, down through all your chakras and right into the earth. Do this 2 or 3 times, moving with your breath. The purpose of this is to clear your tube and chakras column of any psychic debris before you begin to channel, because obviously psychic debris and that kind of stuff will attract lower beings. Step 3, invoke an Ascended Master or your Oversoul or your guide. You have already made contact with your soul and invoked its help by doing the soul mantra. So now just say something like, I now call forth. As you call forth the Ascended Master you wish to speak to, feel their energy coming down the tube into the top of your head through your crown chakra. Feel the contact and ground it into your physical body. Step 4, you are now ready to channel. To begin, you must kickstart the process by either saying something out loud if you're doing voice channeling, or beginning to write or type if you're doing channeled writing. The Ascended Master will guide you, will glide in on top of your initial words, and then you let it flow. Get the left brain's critical mind out of the way and don't worry about what comes out. You might want to record the message if you're doing it voice channeling, or maybe on a camera so you can watch it back and see if you actually see any physical evidence of it. It may come through as a clairvoyant voice, so you already actually hear the Master's voice. In the beginning, it might also be important to pretend. If your critical mind is doubting the process, just pretend. Let's say the Ascended Master is speaking. By pretending, you're allowing him to glide in on your role playing. As you let go more and more and you move you to the side, it will no longer feel like pretending and it will be the real thing. If you're doing other forms of channeling, such as dancing, you'll have to take the first step. If you're channeling music, you'll have to play the first chords. If you're painting, you'll have to start the first strokes, and so on and so on. Step 5. Finally, you must close and clear the process. Sometimes a teacher will leave first. If not, kindly dismiss them and thank them for everything and your soul for its guidance and protection. It's very important to dismiss the connection, for you do not want to stay in a channel state all the time. It's not healthy for your physical body. That's why it's got to be done in a particular way, in a particular atmosphere. You must know your guides. You must be protected by Michael, whichever angel you prefer for protection. It's got many guidelines. However, it is possible for you to channel from home on your own. But like if you know your guide, if you do all them kind of stuff regular anyway. But if you don't meditate, you don't know your guides, you don't really work with, I wouldn't suggest you try to channel, because then lower entities and stuff could come to you, if that makes sense, because you haven't, you don't work on them normally, that kind of thing. The idea is to channel yourself to receive guidance and energy, then ground it and live your life demonstrating what you've learned. To channel all the time would be like meditating all the time and not living. Very true. When you dismiss the channeling connection, you're getting back the sense of self and your own personal power and self-mastery. So in essence, you have the best of both worlds. Thank you so much for listening and joining me, brothers and sisters. I would just like to say I intend that I do not want to channel. I only said them things because I was explaining how to do it. So please, I now close all my channels. Dun, 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 I now close all my chakras. I am shielded and ready to go on throughout my day and grounded. And I would just like to say, brothers and sisters, for all of those who have readings with me, Angel and Fairy Tarot, thank you so much for your custom. I am so truly grateful. So are my guides and Oversoul, for your custom to my service. Enables me to do courses, training, and enables me to grow to be a fuller, better being, to bring so much more to you guys. So thank you so much for all of you who have supported me in my readings or Reiki or the coaching I do via YouTube, the StarSeed coaching. I'm so very grateful. I watched a video from a year ago and the difference in a year is amazing. I'm blown away by what spiritual development can do in just 1 year. If you look back to some of my older videos on Facebook from a year ago and today, you will see, wow, and that's just 1 year. So imagine that kind of work for 6 years, Anyway, brothers and sisters, if you would like a professional angel or fairy tarot reading, please, 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 please meet me on my Indigo Soul StarSeed page. Check under posts for previous reviews from previous clients. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to my gong sound healing gong bath in Norwich, which I'm really, really excited about and looking forward to. Here's my ticket. And the gong is the oldest musical instrument in the world, based in ancient wisdom. These instruments can vibrate the same frequency as your body, allowing the body to help heal. The spiritual sounds and vibrations of the gong create a deep relaxation and take you into an alpha state of meditation. And these vibrations can come with a sense of unity within the group. And there's like 50 odd people going so far, and we're all in a massive hall, an ancient medieval hall, so the acoustics will be fantastic. And we're all laying on the floor on yoga mats, and it's an hour and a half of this gong music by professional sound healers. And it's intended to take you into past lives via the meditation. So we'll see what happens. Very excited about that. Very excited. I'm very grateful for my family for paying for my train, because I couldn't have gone otherwise. I was able to buy the ticket myself, but the train I wasn't. So thank you so much to you. And yeah, thank you to all. I love you all so much. Subscribe to my channel and like my Facebook page and contact me if you'd like to talk to anything. I am Emily. I love you and you are wonderful. Mwah. Namaste. Ciao. Bye everyone. Enjoy your channeling experiences. I know when I channel my book it flows, and when I channel music it flows, so I know I channel them things for sure. And when I do my coaching videos I channel as well, because again it just flows. Alright, I love you all. Bye.